It's not every day there's a new PlayStation. It's not every day there's a new console. Well, it's not exactly a new console. It's kind of like a midway, sort of new console. It's the Pro. And if you know me, I gotta buy anything that has Pro in the name, because I'm a professional. This is the PS4 Pro, and you're probably wondering, why does it have that Pro moniker? What's so special about this thing? It just came out. First thing, and probably most importantly, this is now a 4K gaming console. Now, that's not gonna matter to everybody right away because not everybody has a 4K TV or display that they're gonna hook this up to. But I love pixels. If I could get more resolution, of course that's what I want. And this is the way to do it. Now, the PC people, the PC gamers are out there like, excuse me, get whatever resolution you want with some fat graphics cards. It's true, but a guy like me likes to sit back on the couch sometimes. Controller in hand, super relaxed. I'll put the game on mute, a little NBA 2K17 on mute, with the podcast running on the side. Let's get inside. I'm noticing that the contents of the box are listed over here. Looks like all the cables that you're gonna need are included. Spectacular graphics. If you don't have a 4K display, you still might see some minor improvements on a 1080p display. You might get a few more lines of vertical resolution, maybe slightly better graphics, a more natural appearance. The thing has more horsepower, so theoretically, even on a 1080p screen, there's going to be some improvements. Support for faster frame rates as well. This will stream 4K video from Netflix as well as YouTube. Unbox Therapy, one of the first shows in the world to be fully 4K. All right, you can tell I'm excited. Here we go. It's the old box inside the box trick. Slides right out. There's also some other things that have been improved here. For one, it's got a 1 terabyte drive in it now, 1 terabyte of storage, and it's also got extra USB charging capacity. Ooh, look how they did that. That's a nice little touch, Jack. The symbols from the controller, those are the feet that the system stands on. Some attitude there, that's cool. It adds a USB port to the back. So now there's a third one, 2 on the front, 1 on the back. Your LAN port for wired connectivity if you choose to get those sweet speeds. There's also digital optical audio out. There's this auxiliary port here for accessories, and then the HDMI out. And I like how the power connector is recessed in here. 2 more USBs. These are the main ones that people will use. The buttons, I like this. I like that they did this. So I've had a number of different PlayStation 4s, but what they've done here now is the power switch is over on this side and the eject switch is over here. It's tougher to mistake one for the other, which happens all the time, especially with new people that are using your PlayStation. Maybe they're Xbox users, they come over, they're just slamming those buttons, getting the wrong results. You can tell, you see them stacked up. I mean, the design aesthetic is pretty similar. The Pro is a little bit wider this way. It's a tiny bit taller, and the depth is roughly the same. It's got a little bit more horsepower. It's a little bit larger in size. An HDMI cable, this is clutch. You've also got the very basic chat headset. It's to get you started. I recommend something better than this. It's also the new controller, which I haven't seen this one yet. You can now see the light bar from the front, so essentially the same. There's also a micro USB cable, and that's about it. So the unboxing experience, very similar to the stock PlayStation, but you're the one that knows you've got a Pro. This also is going to enable some improvements for PlayStation VR. Some of those similar enhancements that you might have gotten on a 1080p display will also apply to the PSVR headset. You're gonna get slightly smoother graphics enabled by the greater horsepower of the Pro unit. Theoretically, you'll have a better PSVR experience, smoother graphics, and more potential. Higher frame rates potentially. It's almost like a PC style upgrade where same platform, plays all the same games, but can just do so at a slightly more optimal scenario. There's a long list of games that will see improvements on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So a quick note about 4K resolutions in the PS4 Pro, just make sure that your display or TV supports 4K at 60 Hz to get the most out of this. Now, most newer televisions do, but it's something to check up on before you invest in this system and hope to get a beautiful 4K signal. So there you have it, PS4 Pro. Should you buy it? Does it suck? No, I think this is a cool step in the right direction. I think if you're on an old model and an old TV, it's probably a little too much of a step because then you got to get a 4K display to really take advantage of it and the system itself. But if you don't have a PlayStation yet, you're looking for something to do this holiday season, maybe you're a parent, I say step up to the Pro, future-proof yourself a little bit so you're ready when you do get that 4K display. And if you already have a 4K display, then come on, man. Get yourself some extra pixels. Candy for your eyeballs.